Hello, I'm Dr. Annadale. This video is about a short essay by Father James Schall titled Reading for Clerics. This was originally an address delivered to seminarians at St. John Fisher Seminary in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It was published as an appendix to Schall's 2006 book of essays titled The Life of the Mind. In this video, I would like to share a couple of significant quotes from the essay, offer my commentary, and leave you with a few questions for discussion. First, Schall writes, Catholicism, for better or for worse, is a religion of intelligence. That is, it has always recognized, as Leo Strauss pointed out, that philosophy is essential to its overall understanding and mission. For philosophers and Catholics, especially seminarians, this insight is worth pondering. Philosophy is essential to the Church's mission and self-understanding. Of course, philosophical knowledge is not in any way necessary for salvation. We can set that idea aside at once. Christians are saved by faith in Jesus Christ. But in some way, philosophical wisdom, a proper orientation to the realities of self, world, and God, is necessary for the Catholic Church to accomplish its mission. This truth is reflected in the requirement that Catholic seminarians study philosophy for 2 years before beginning the study of theology. So, what are the philosophical requirements of Catholicism? What do Schall and Strauss mean by calling it a religion of intelligence? Later in the essay, Schall writes, most failures of intellect, I suspect, can be traced back to a prior failure of virtue, of spiritual life. Still, there are, I think, few more fatal mistakes for a cleric than that of underestimating the importance of his own intellectual life. I mean by this that he must have some intelligent grasp of why Catholicism is true, and some awareness of the arguments and practices that purport to deny this truth. Since Catholicism requires a certain sort of intellectual life, a priest who neglects his intellect will soon fall into error about the most important things. He should know, in an active and ongoing sense, the arguments of both the Church and her critics. So, how does failing to take the intellectual life seriously undermine the effective vocation of a priest? What practical steps can a man take to ensure he remains intellectually engaged his whole life long? And note, this is the central question of Schall's essay. Next, Schall writes, as I have suggested, Catholicism is a religion of intelligence. It is likewise a religion of revelation, but it conceives of this revelation as coming from and directed to intelligence, that is, as directed to the truth of things. And one final quote. A priest, I think, should above all be someone who was drawn to where he is, to what he holds, and to how he lives, because he is seen to be freely pursuing where reality leads him. In these last two passages, Schall connects Catholicism and its intellectual life with an appreciation for reality. Revelation comes from and is directed to intelligence, that is, to us as thinking, reasoning, knowing beings engaged with reality. A healthy priestly vocation should be the result of following where reality leads you. A priest should be someone who is deeply connected with the real, someone not given to flights of imagination or ideological dogma. He should be someone who is able to know and live in and love the real world in all of its imperfection and difficulty. Exactly what practices and habits, though, should we adopt in order to accomplish this? That is a good subject for discussion. Those are my comments on Catholicism as a religion of intelligence and the need for Christians, especially seminarians and priests, to have an active and honest intellectual life. The 4 quotes were from Father James Schall's essay, Reading for Clerics. I recommend you read the whole thing, whether you are a priest or not, and Catholic or not. That's all for now. Thanks for watching today. Goodbye.